good evening, and you all are welcome to this particular session of SDG, wherein our club, Vijay sir is there for happiness and so many, I would say MSME registered, I don't want to name. So we are here to celebrate Diwali along with the discussion about SDG goals 16 and 17. 16 is peace, justice, and strong institution, and 17 is partnership. So without taking much time of yours, let's have Vijay sir on the platform to welcome you all. Vijay sir, please, you are.
Thank you, madam. Thank you. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning to all of you. As with respect to international standard, I welcome all of the candidates from the different parts of the country. And today you are here for celebrating the SDG summit, that is the last 16 and 17 goals, that is peace, humanity, and also the collaborations. So we, SDGs, India, SDG Club India International has completed the all 17 goals summit, and we have got the so many advisors, so many advisory. We have got the so many, we can say the plans, and similarly how to execute the different SDG goals for the world. And these SDG goals are now created by the UNO, that is United Nations organizations, where India is also the participating country. And I myself, the global brand ambassador of this SDG Club India, SDG Goals UNO. As a brand ambassador of the SDG, we have working since last 25 years. We have the experience in the different goals, and similarly, 25 lakhs of people has now getting the advantage, and they have got the different platforms for their career and future. And similarly, for again, we can say the whatever the coming 25 years we have, that is up to 2047, we have a vision that is to redevelop the world and to redevelop the India with the vision and mission for this Amrit Kal. As you know, this Amrit Kal has the 25 years from this 22 to 47. So whatever the persons among you, or whatever the persons or a child which is among you, so let's give the platform with this SDG Club India International, and whatever we have the research innovation startup university, international R&D creative innovation USA India, happiness club, and similarly Dr. Sri Vidya Sukumar is the has the organization that is Educate. So that is from the UAE, and you know that you see that how only for the work, only for something good for the society, we are working internationally with a collaboration only by this virtual platform. We doesn't meet any person. Most of the persons we doesn't have the meeting in by we can say practically. Dr. Mamta Chawla doesn't know about how I am looking just like in the real Dr. Sri Vidya Kumar, and many of the thousands of people are connecting with us regularly, but we are not seeing anybody real, because but we are working a good and at a very big program. So that is only because of whatever the thoughts and whatever the we can say the target and the aim we have. Only that we are fair, and we are working for something good. So that is, it shows that only if you have a zeal, if you have the motivation, and if you want to do something best for the society, then nothing can be barrier to us and to your path. So only thing is that that is the devotion, and only thing is that the determination. If you want to do something, then you determine and also you start working by the devotion. Then you will get the whatever you want. That should be the reality. And after the COVID, we are working, and in COVID and before COVID, we have also worked. So in these three phases, we learned that that is the sustainable life is very important, and the future plus whatever the career we have, it should be sustained. That is startup, innovations, self-employment, and all these things. So we are working for that. That is the actual life, because everybody wants the prosperity also, everybody wants the wealthiness also, and the last is the happiness. So on this evening, I welcome all of you to celebrate the Deepavali. That is the, we can say, a good we can say a festival where it shows that how to eliminate our life after whatever the rainy seasons, and then begin to the dew season, that is winter, and then summer and all this. So and this is spring will also come. So the spring season, it is taken as the good and enjoyment. So that is the we can say this Deepavali celebration will give you the better path for after this SDG summit. Today is the valedictory function also, और इस valedictory function पे मैं ये कहना चाहूंगा कि शुभम करोति कल्याणम आरोग्यम दुख संपदाम शत्रु बुद्धि विनाशाय दीप ज्योति नमस्तुते। हमेशा आपके दीप जगमगाते रहे और इसी तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ते रहे, आप लोगों का सहयोग मिलते रहे और हम हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ नया लेके आएंगे। तो अब हम चल रहे हैं पुनर्विकास की ओर, जिसमें कि हम चाहते हैं कि 2047 में इस 25 साल के अमृत काल में हम कुछ अच्छा कर दिखाएं। हमने कई लोगों को अवार्ड दिए हैं जो कि रत्न है, वो सब हम रत्न के नाम से दिए, रत्न भारत अमृत अवार्ड, रत्न भारत लीडरशिप अवार्ड, रत्न भारत सुपर स्पीकर अवार्ड, रत्न भारत टैलेंट अवार्ड। सो आज जितने भी लोग हमारे से जुड़े हुए हैं वो सब हमारे रत्न हैं और कीमती बहुमूल्य रत्न है। और आप इंडिया और पूरे वर्ल्ड में हम चाहते हैं कि यहाँ से कॉन्टेक्ट करिए। रिसर्च इनोवेशन स्टार्टअप ऐप है, उसमें इंटरनेशनल कैंडिडेट्स को प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, पर इंडिया के जो कैंडिडेट्स हैं जिनके 10 डिजिट के नंबर है वो ज्वाइन करें और वहां से आप आईडी कार्ड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट लें और इस तरीके से फिर हमारे साथ मिलकर काम करें। सो हैव अ नाइस डे, हैव अ गुड फेस्टिवल। और आज जितने भी स्पीकर्स ऑडियंस हमारे साथ जुड़े हैं सभी को हम समय देंगे कि वो अपना एक मिनट लेंगे, लेकिन बाद में पहले स्पीकर अपनी बात रख लें उसके बाद। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच, have a good future.
Thank you so much, sir. Vijay, sir, on behalf of SDG Club India International, once again, I welcome you all. So I hope you all are aware we are here to celebrate Diwali along with discussion about SDG goal number 16 and 17. And very nicely and aptly, sir has actually think about our future generation for next 25 years. We are now in the phase what we call redevelopment for 2047 2047 Amrit Kal vision and mission. So he is a true leader, having Happiness Club to India International SDG Club, taking it forward for the next generation to come. Thanks to Vijay Kumar Salvia sir being an inspiration for all of us, giving us the platform to share our opinion about SDGs and how as an individual, as a citizen of the country India, work towards SDGs and help the world to achieve these goals. With this, I would like to request Sri Vidya ma'am to please highlight importance of SDGs and today's agenda once again. Thank you so much, sir. With this, Sri Vidya ma'am, please, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Mamta. And a big thanks to Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia. I think he deserves definitely all our respect from the bottom of the heart, as he has really stood as a leader to lead us. And the word leader is derived from the Latin word leaden. Leaden meaning is to guide. So he has stood as a torchbearer, as Dr. Mamta was mentioning rightly, and he has laid out this SDG Club India International as a lighthouse to guide people and to direct them in the way that they can move forward. As he rightly said, as he's a visionary, and he has rightly mentioned, in future generations, more and more people will be joining our club, and this will be the stand-alone, outstanding club among all the communities, which is going to take the whole world forward. As he rightly mentioned again during his conversation, during his delivery, that we all are going to become UNESCO members. So it's not that we are raising our voices only here, and it's going to be heard by UNESCO, and it's going to be implemented. So whatever the small ideas that we are going to carry forward here on this platform, it's like ideas. It's not just ideas, turning ideas into into opportunities, turning dreams into aspirations, aspirations into dreams, turning opportunities into implementation. This is what is happening in our SDG India International Club. And he has laid out a pathway, very clear, smooth pathway to take us forward in this direction, such that we will be able to reach our destination, and our culmination is going to be definitely the UNESCO, where our voices are going to be heard forever. So a big thanks to you, sir, and we all owe our great thanks to you. And definitely this is such a platform, and why we have all collaborated here with the unison of thought that SDG, that Club India International, is for sustainability. And what is meant by sustainability? The main principle of sustainability is for the common good, is for the people. And Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia used to always mention, this is a club by the people, of the people, and to the people. It is a club created by the people, working by the people. Who is working? The people are working. And why they are working? They are working for the people. As he has always mentioned during our previous sessions, this is the objective of this club, and which is taking it forward. And coming back to sustainable leadership, we have created, and this platform has created n number of leaders, believe me, like so many leaders, those who have just explored themselves, their opportunities, those who wanted to contribute to the common good, they have explored their opportunities, and they have really come out with new ideas, where they have been given us this great platform to share and to move forward. And as Diwali is coming forward, I would like to relate a very small quote from our Indian mythology, relating it to Diwali, like Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityoma Amritam Gamaya, Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. This SDG India International Club has stood as a lighthouse. Lighthouse means, in my language, they say it is Kalangare Vilakam. I don't know about Hindi exactly. It has really stood as a lighthouse, which is showing the pathway, which is giving us the light, which is leading us from the darkness to the light, which we don't know the path, which is laid out the path for us to move forward. And where is it taking us? To the destination, to the culmination point, such that we all will be working out towards Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi, towards one particular goal of world peace. What is the great thing that we are going to achieve? We are going to achieve world peace in this. So coming to, thank you so much. And we are relating it to definitely Diwali. Diwali is otherwise called as row of lights. It takes out darkness from the houses, not only from the houses. Now with this SDG India International Club, definitely it is going to take, it is in a way going to take the darkness from the country, even as we are all going to put our heart, soul, and minds together to work towards the common good. So moving forward, definitely, thank you. Happy Diwali to all, to one and all. And relating it to the goals of SDG 16 and 17, definitely, it talks about SDG leadership. Definitely, these two goals, as we are talking about collaborations, working with communities together to take it forward, such that it's not only a thought process, it's not only an idea from one single source. This thought process will be implemented towards its objective, towards its rationale of achieving common good, thereby world peace. That is sustainable leadership. That is sustainable leadership refers to the leaders who are all reflecting upon and reaffirming our shared values that we are doing here for a common future. And the sustainable leadership begins from where? It is an acknowledgement of our interdependence between people that we establish on this planet, and with the rights, with the keen note of understanding the rights first. We are, as a leader, what are my rights, and to deliver the responsibilities as a leader for economic prosperity and the social equity for all. So the sustainable leadership has two goals which is involved in it, that is economic prosperity and social equality. That is what is talking about bringing peace and injustice, peace and justice to all of us, working in collaboration that talks about the community, bringing all the communities together. So on this note, that United Nations 2030 agenda confirms that the three basic principles of sustainability and the effort of sustainable development and the future of reflecting into the integral social, economical, environmental values. That is what we are going to inflict or influence is the life of the people on a social background, on an environmental background, keeping our planet safe, and also on the economic value of it. Agreed with the heads of the state in the 2015, UNESCO came up with all these 17 SDG goals that we have been talked about, and definitely it has really brought changes, and definitely these changes are going to come for the world peace. Mamta, do I have time, or should I wind up? If I can have time, I can go ahead with the targets. Otherwise, we can give opportunities for all. And if we do have time, then I will continue later, as you suggest.
Yes, I think we should continue with the guests. They should also get the chance, because there's so much that you can contribute, all 17, and every time you are the inspiration for me to really relate with exact goal. So in this series organized by our goal, like SDG Club India International, it's going to be 17, the last goal. And yes, very aptly, sir have already announced that for next 25 years, how we are going to work. And we don't only talk about it over here. The groundwork Vijay sir is doing, Srividya ma'am, you are doing, it's marvelous. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mamta. Thank you, Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir. And if I'm given a chance, then we will just go through the goals once again, if at all, with the if time permits, with all the principles once again before we wind, because this is the last session. Thank you, Dr. Mamta. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So, Vijay sir, we have all the guests with me. So as you announced, like we have Professor Simon over here, Professor Dr. Banao is there, then Sushmita Ghoshal ma'am is also there. So as sir says, I'll announce. Hardeep Singh sir, I could see. So with your permission.
Mamta, we can start calling out the speakers one by one.
Yes, so I would request the first speaker, Professor Simon.
Yes.
If possible, if it is there. So please turn your camera.
From poster, from left to right, from first row, from left to right, you start.
Yes, sir.
According to the flyer.
Simon.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he is not there. He's unable to unmute himself. So Professor Dr. Suraya Bano, if she's there, she could hear me with what name she has joined. I couldn't find her. Suraya ma'am, I could see you.
Yes. Very good evening.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Professor Dr. Suraya Bano from Vilayanagar, Chhattisgarh. I am Assistant Professor in Computer Science since 30 years and also Global Peace Brand Ambassador. Today my topic is SDG 16, Peace, Justice and a Strong Institution. In the words of Buddha, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. 1 minute, please. The United Nations explained Goal 16 of the Sustainable Development Goals is dedicated to the promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, the provision of access to justice for all, and building effective, accountable institutions at all levels. The now 24 indicators for SDG 16 are spread across target areas, and in most cases there are 2 to 4 indicators for each target area. Each of the 24 indicators is categorized into 3 tiers on the basis of their level of methodological development and the availability of the data at the global level. There are 6 tier 1 indicators, 17 tier 2 indicators, and 1 indicator with multiple tiers classified as follows. Tier number 1 indicator is conceptually clear, has an internationally stabilized methodologically, and standards are available. and data regularly produced by countries for at least 50% of countries of the population in every region where the indicators is relevant. Tier number 2 indicator is conceptually clear, has an internationally stabilized methodologically, and standards are available but data are not regularly produced by the countries. Tier number 3, no internationally stabilized methodologically or standards are yet available for the indicator, but the standards are being developed or tested. The SDG 16 is measured by 12 goals targets with 24 associated indicators which are agreed by United Nations member states in the United Nations Statistical Commission. The target 16.1 significantly reduce all form of violence and related death rates everywhere. 16.2 and abuse, exploitation, trafficking and all forms of violence against and torture of children. Target 16.3 promote the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensure equal access to justice for all. 16.4 by 230 significantly reduce illicit financial and arms flows, strengthen the recovery and return of stolen assets, and combat all forms of organized crime. Target 16.5 substantially reduce corruption and bribery in all their forms. 16.6 develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all levels. 16.7 ensure responsive, inclusive, participatory, and representative decision making at all levels. Target 16.8 broaden and strengthen the participation of developing countries in the institution of global governance. Target 16.9 by 230 provide legal identity for all including birth registration, and 16.10 ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with national legislation and international agreements. The target for 16.8 strengthen relevant national institutions, including through international cooperation for building capacity at all levels, in particular in developing countries, to prevent violence and combat terrorism and crime. The 16 points B promote and enforce non-discriminatory laws and policies for sustainable development. In the words of Nelson Mandela, if you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy, then he becomes your partner. There are some ways we can make the world or more peaceable that are I want to focus. Write a blog about promoting peace, write article for newspaper, post on social media promoting peace, attend a peace rally, invite peace speaker to our event, workplace and community. Be helpful to others when we can. Meditate and invite others to meditate. Study nonviolence, alternative dispute resolution, conflict management, conflict resolution, peace studies. In the words of Mother Teresa, I was once asked why I don't participate in anti-war demonstrations. I said that I will never do that. But as soon as you have a pro-peace rally, I will be there. Now I want to focus the why social justice is important. This is main questions arises. It ensures that everyone gets the essential for a good life. Everyone gets educate health care. It protects people with disabilities. It protects people from religion-based discrimination. Protects people from education, from sexuality based discrimination. It defends people from racism. It helps promote equality between genders. It helps promote economic equality, and it helps improve educational opportunity for kids. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. Then the question arises, why should we fight injustice in our society? A major trait of social justice is that people of every race can live well and have equal opportunities. Social justice strives to bridge the gap and empower women no matter where they are. It helps promote economic equality. The gap between the rich and the poor peoples likes it always expanding. In the words of Albert Einstein, the intuitive mind is a scared gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Then why justice is important for the human being? The justice for many people refers to fairness. Justice is one of the most important moral values in the sharper spheres of law and politics, legal and political systems that may
Professor Dr. Suraya Banu, if she's there, she could hear me with what name she has joined. I couldn't find her. Suraya ma'am, I could see you.
Yes. Very good evening.
Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. This is Professor Dr. Suraya Banu from Vilayanagar, Chhattisgarh. I am Assistant Professor in Computer Science since 30 years and also Global Peace Brand Ambassador. Today my topic is SDG 16, Peace, Justice and a Strong Institution. In the words of Buddha, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. 1 minute, please. The United Nations explained Goal 16 of the Sustainable Development Goals is dedicated to the promotion of peaceful and inclusive societies for sustainable development, the provision of access to justice for all, and building effective, accountable institutions at all levels. The now 24 indicators for SDG 16 are spread across target areas, and in most cases there are 2 to 4 indicators for each target area. Each of the 24 indicators is categorized into 3 tiers on the basis of their level of methodological development and the availability of the data at the global level. There are 6 tier 1 indicators, 17 tier 2 indicators, and 1 indicator with multiple tiers classified as follows. Tier number 1 indicator is conceptually clear, has an internationally stabilized methodologically, and standards are available. And data are regularly produced by countries for at least 50% of countries of the population in every region where the indicators is relevant. Tier number 2 indicator is conceptually clear, has an internationally stabilized methodologically, and standards are available but data are not regularly produced by the countries. Tier number 3, no internationally stabilized methodologically or standards are yet available for the indicator, but the standards are being developed or tested. The SDG 16 is measured by 12 goals targets with 24 associated indicators which are agreed by United Nations member states in the United Nations Statistical Commission. The target 16.1 significantly reduce all form of violence and related death rates everywhere. 16.2 and abuse, exploitation, trafficking and all forms of violence against and torture of children. Target 16.3 promote the rule of law at the national and international levels and ensure equal access to justice for all. 16.4 by 230 significantly reduce illicit financial and arms flows, strengthen the recovery and return of stolen assets, and combat all forms of organized crime. Target 16.5 substantially reduce corruption and bribery in all their forms. 16.6 develop effective, accountable, and transparent institutions at all levels. 16.7 ensure responsive, inclusive, participatory, and representative decision making at all levels. Target 16.8 broaden and strengthen the participation of developing countries in the institution of global governance. Target 16.9 by 230 provide legal identity for all including birth registration, and 16.10 ensure public access to information and protect fundamental freedoms in accordance with national legislation and international agreements. The target for 16.8 strengthen relevant national institutions, including through international cooperation for building capacity at all levels, in particular in developing countries, to prevent violence and combat terrorism and crime. The 16 points B promote and enforce non-discriminatory laws and policies for sustainable development. In the words of Nelson Mandela, if you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy, then he becomes your partner. There are some ways we can make the world or more peaceable that are I want to focus. Write a blog about promoting peace, write article for newspaper, post on social media promoting peace, attend a peace rally, invite peace speaker to our event, workplace and community. Be helpful to others when we can, meditate and invite others to meditate. Study non-violence, alternative dispute resolution, conflict management, conflict resolution, peace studies. In the words of Mother Teresa, I was once asked why I don't participate in anti-war demonstrations. I said that I will never do that. But as soon as you have a pro-peace rally, I will be there. Now I want to focus the why social justice is important. This is main questions arises. It ensures that everyone gets the essential for a good life. Everyone gets educated health care. It protects people with disabilities. It protects people from religion-based discrimination. Protects people from education, from sexuality-based discrimination. It defends people from racism. It helps promote equality between genders. It helps promote economic equality, and it helps improve educational opportunity for kids. In the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson, peace cannot be achieved through violence. It can only be attained through understanding. Then the question arises, why should we fight injustice in our society? A major trait of social justice is that people of every race can live well and have equal opportunities. Social justice strives to bridge the gap and empower women no matter where they are. It helps promote economic equality. The gap between the rich and the poor peoples likes it always expanding. In the words of Albert Einstein, the intuitive mind is a scared gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. Then why justice is important for the human being? Justice for many people refers to fairness. Justice is one of the most important moral values in the sharper spheres of law and politics. Legal and political systems that maintain law and order are desirable, but they cannot accomplish either unless they also achieve justice. At last, I conclude peace with justice is a way of thinking and acting which promotes non-violent solution to everyday problems and thereby contributes to a social civil society. Peace with justice sets standards for the security of the children and for primary health care, promotes an end to the violence of poverty. Justice, quite simply, forms the foundation of a civilized society.
Please
Society
conclude.
without just laws tend to be harsh and intolerant, often
Please,
leading to conflict. As Mahatma Gandhi said, peace is its
Hmm.
own.
Mamta,
Yes. Banu ma'am, I would request, there are so many other speakers also lined up.
Yes,
So Sushmita ma'am has
yes,
already joined us. Thank you so much,
yes,
ma'am. It's very nice you are highlighting. Yeah.
yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Now you may conclude, ma'am. You may take 30 more seconds. Please conclude.
Okay. At last, I want to share a nice thought said by, wait, said by David Suzuki. We need love, and to ensure love, we need to have full employment, we need social justice, we need gender equity, we need freedom from hunger. These are our most fundamental needs as social creatures. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. With this, I would really appreciate your gesture of preparation of all these thoughts and sharing with us. And I would request rest of the speakers also, please to give others as well choice. Like we have 7 speakers lined up with us, but rest all the guests over here, they're most welcome to share their opinion about SDGs, to welcome rest or share their celebration and wishes of Diwali. So with this, I would request now Sushmita Ghoshal ma'am. I've seen her. She has already joined us. Sushmita ma'am, if
Uh,
you
Before that, I would like to say to all the candidates at the audience joined here, as Surya Banu Madam has talked about, so I would like to speak to Surya Madam. You are in a college, so please collaborate your institutions with our vision and mission. Try to that, and similarly, we have the international journals also. So whatever the person here, please use our international journals, research innovation, and creativity, research and development, creativity, world research, talent, quality, global innovation, inventions, creativity, which has the ISSN. So whatever the person or the students you have, we will free of cost publish their creativity, innovative idea in that journal, and we will give the half page for all the for one student or one participants, and also for the faculties also. So whatever the idea you will have, or whatever the idea you have, that will be copyrighted in an ISSN, and it will give you the great platform to register your whatever the idea, and up to the long life it will remain. So whenever you feel that I would turn up to our idea and should start on that, then you can turn up, and that will be copyrighted, intellectual copyright. So nobody can copy, and it will be copyright by you. So that platform we are giving to all of you. So please use that platform for such type of activities. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so
So
much.
over to ma'am Sushmita Ghoshal ma'am.
Um, Hello everyone. Thank you very much.
Welcome, welcome. Happy Diwali.
Welcome, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Namaste. Very good evening, good afternoon, good morning to all the dignitaries present here on this beautiful conference today. And I am feeling extremely grateful to join this wonderful platform and the magnificent opportunity bestowed on me by Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to present my ideas. So without wasting any minute, I will clearly go to my topic, which is literature and cognitive science and humanities, which I am working on. I am working as an art and cultural manager besides my MBA. So I would clear the SDG goal with literature, as SDG 17 states: partnerships for the goals, strengthen the means of implementation, and revitalize the global partnership for sustainable development. And I think, and many of the literatures think that literature, humanities, and cognitive science make huge contribution to successfully implement this goal. So my topic today is based on my written research paper, which is literature and its unparalleled contribution towards the reconstruction of the society. I would shortly go to the main points, and I would just give the introduction part, and I will tell how literature is continuously shaping the shaping the society in a very better way. So abstract says literature dates back to the time considered to be the dawn of civilization. The assessment towards literature opens the doorway of new thinking, new ideas, new thoughts to perceive, analyze them, and apply accordingly for the beneficial upliftment of our surroundings. The culmination of literature generates empathy, amplifies human nature through stability, enables societal changes, and helps each and every individual to courageously adapt the broader aspects of it and present themselves as rectified contributors of this society. Literature no doubt shares a plethora of pivotal roles in giving birth to the different emotions and abstracts in the human minds and molds their lives to absorb spiritual prosperity. Cultivation of different languages and their literature works magnificently to gain a sense of right and wrong, just and unjust, perpetuate the ideas of morality, values, ethics, and also to transform stereotypes into the filtered and extreme truth. The basic and the most prioritizing objective of our society is to provide humans with the elements of fulfilling their needs and demands. But to go deeper, we understand how society needs us to feel abundant, to coexist in a way where we conjugate lines to hold hands, and together we set positive examples for a sustainable world through literature. Studying literature can cause multiple spellbound effects through aggrandizing, eye-opening, and life-transforming activation and application that can turn our society into a vivid place to live on.
Very nice.
Now,
Thank you. It's very inspiring being a student, Sushmita. You are
thank you so
still
much.
you're highlighting. It's really great to hear you. In case you want to sum up, please take 30 more seconds so that we can call upon our next speaker,
Yes.
Honorable Professor Marine. She has already joined.
Okay, so to conclude, I would say that society is that emblem to represent culture, value, ethics, rituals, traditions for the people living in the surrounding, which is brightened by their contribution of beliefs, perspectives, opinions, views, code of conducts, etc. Whether it has uncanny resemblance of difference, literature comes into the play with shaping and nurturing the society through its several existing stages. Neither literature can't be a tool of exploration and growth where it is banned or does not have any particular presence. The literatureless society can never see the aesthetic attributes of life, as well as it hinders all forms of growth and creates several perils and malicious traps for the natives. Neither can they live peacefully, nor do they possess a vision without the birth of literature. Through literature, we have a hands-on experience considered as larger than life. Thank you so much for
Great.
patiently listening to my.
Great. Thank you, Sushmita. So over to Shri Vidya, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Mamta. Thank you so much. And I think sir is sharing something.
Sharing celebration mood. Yes.
Yeah.
Diwali.
Should we continue?
Vijay sir.
Are you saying the celebration?
Vijay sir, we could see your screen, your mobile screen, the lot of crackers, I think, Diwali celebration. Welcome, Kothari sir. DP Kothari
Yes,
sir.
good
has joined.
evening.
Well, thank you so much. Well, as we continue, a big thanks to the previous two speakers who have just highlighted SDG 16, which is important to the society. As we all agree on this platform that SDG 16 aims to improve people's lives by reducing violence, improving access to justice, and promoting effective and accountable and inclusive institutions. And it talks about the essential role of resilient and responsive institutions also. So how do we do that? As Dr. Sushmita, the student Sushmita was mentioning, contributing through literature. that's a big thing that should be really applauded over here. As Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia is also mentioning, that students can write to us through the SDG club so that we get them published, so that it creates an awareness, it creates the awareness campaign, and she has laid the pathway for that. Thank you, Susmita. That was a great effort. Coming and talking to us on this platform. It was brilliant, and definitely we would welcome your piece, your written work, your abstract, or your journal that you're going to publish. Please share with us and we will take it forward. And this is an initiative, as we can see, it is moving forward. Thank you so much, Sushmita.
Thank you.
It's so
Thank
kind
you
of
very
you.
much,
Over to
ma'am.
Dr. Mamta, please carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Srividya ma'am. With this, I would like to welcome our next speaker for the day, Mary Maya, professor. She's doctor. She is honorable guest over here, speaker. I would request ma'am to please unmute herself and please share her views about.
Yes, thank you. Can you hear me?
Welcome, ma'am. Namaste.
Thank you. And to all of you as well. Greetings to everybody in the universal greeting with peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. I'm not sure if you can hear me properly. I'm sorry, but connectivity here is a bit low today because of weather.
Clear. It's all clear, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. So thank you to our platform. Thank you to everyone who's joined. It's really, really amazing because touching on every SDG is so important, because I personally feel that not one of them can be selected. Each one of the 17 goals is interlinked into each other, and together is how we will be able to collectively make that change that is going to be the goal, not just for 2030, we can reach it even sooner. But the goal is to figure out how each one of us can contribute to making sure that happens. So having these discussions is important, yes, but actually being actively involved in implementing certain changes in your home, in your community, in your society is how these goals will be reached. Not just by merely talking and taking initiatives from learning from what people are saying. It's actually doing your bit. Each one of us has to do something. So as the speakers before me had spoken so beautifully, and especially about SDG 16, we know that as it reads, it's about promoting peaceful and inclusive societies. And we're talking about the access to justice for everybody and building effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions. The idea, though, is to try and figure out how this can actually happen in your areas, in your fields, in your communities, in your societies, wherever you are in the world. So if you have to look at, for example, the target areas, a few of them quickly, like I think Dr. Banu spoke about earlier, she mentioned each of the targets per se. So I'm not going to go into each of them in detail, but if you take just one or two offhand, try and figure out in your specific area, how can you and what can you do to make the difference? So if you're looking at the target that says reduce violence everywhere, that's not just as easy as it sounds, because right now I'm in a country where violence is the key. Crime is massive. The criminal stats in our country are huge, whether it be to adults, whether it be to children, kidnapping, human trafficking. It's gone haywire. The question is, what are we doing about it? What are we doing to do what target number 2 says, protect our children all over the globe? What are we doing in our communities to do this? What's happening right now is that governments are not going to be solely responsible. We can't actually hold anyone in government accountable anymore. So what's happening is a civilian, a person in their home, a person in the community, a person of society, a civilian is starting to take back control in terms of doing what they can in their neighborhoods, in the communities. They are building up their own groups. So for example, here we have what we call a neighborhood watch, which contemplates each person from the home, from each of the, say, 16 houses. They get together and they sit in meetings and they collate information, data about their areas per se. What is it that is difficult in those areas? How can we do certain things to make sure crime is combated? We have peaceful homes to live in. Our children are safe to go to school. Our children are safe walking on the road, etc., etc. So when we look at how to reduce corruption and bribery, when you look at how to ensure, for example, responsive, inclusive, and representative decision-making, All of these are skills. They're not just something that we can speak about. They're skills that are required, and it takes us as leaders, or us as even parents, or us as the adults in our areas and fields to sit together, be honest about the realistic stats that we have to face, and really then put together what programs are that will help to be able to give us that universal legal identity, as is in one of the targets of SDG 16. So that is the only way we will be able to reach what the last target of SDG 16 is, and that is to actually strengthen the national institution. Because what exactly is that national institution? We'd love to be able to say it's a huge institution that's going to deal with everything. No. Unfortunately, the institutions has to be a smaller one, which grows into a bigger one. And those smaller institutions are what I'm talking about, is about each one of us taking responsibility, taking accountability, and being responsible and accountable for what is going on in our areas. Because if crime is rife around you, if the children are being abused gruesomely around you, then it's about time that you start to ask, what can I do to make the difference? What can I do to see the change or be the change? What can I do to help? You don't have to be just the policeman or the doctor or in government. You yourself in your area can have a legal right to actually make changes in a good form. Obviously, be in touch with your constitutions wherever you are in the areas. We don't want to do anything that is illegal, but we do want to make the change. We want to be the change. So in order to do this and see effective controls and measures being put in place so that we do have peace, we do see justice, we do have the fairness, we have got to be able to be that. Because remember that these global goals, we're only going to be achieving if we have to work together. So the SDG goals are linked as one, but we as humanity are linked as one as well. So it takes us in our togetherness to be able to work together to make sure we will be able to implement the changes and make sure the changes are met. We're seeing the differences in every one of us, including our children, our youth, because I always say this, our youth are not leaders of tomorrow, they're leaders already of today. They're just preparing for tomorrow. So we need a crime-free tomorrow, we need peace for all of us, and we need all of us to definitely be able to have justice and fairness for each one of us to be respected, so that we can have the equality we look for, etc., the quality education, every single thing, because we need no poverty anymore. We need every child to be accepted with free education. We need hunger to be gone. So there's a zero tolerance on everything that is negative. We need to work towards what is positive. So we need to remember that each thing brings with it challenges, and together is how we will be able to meet those challenges with bold action. And we can definitely then have this fairer and better world by 2030, if not sooner. So thank you again to the platform and for the invitation. It was an honor to be here. Thank you to the moderator and to everyone who's put this together. It was really lovely. Thank you so much.
Amen. That is the only word. I could see the pain in ma'am's eyes. I don't have words. I could really feel the pain, how she's thinking, and all. It's just like I could hear a prayer for everyone, not from.
Yes.
She was speaking from, like, ma'am, you were speaking from your heart. Like, I could feel the pain and the blessings. In a way, it's a prayer. I don't want to say anything. Over to Shri Vidya, ma'am.
Well, thank you, Professor Dr. Marina. It was wonderful hearing from you. It was brilliant. As you rightly mentioned, the quintessence of your delivery was that be the change that you wish to see. So if you've got to talk about it and just do it in action and bring it to action to put it forth in action, that's brilliant. As you were really mentioning during your delivery, that SDG 17 calls for global partnership for sustainable development. So we all should work together towards these goal highlights, which says the importance of macroeconomic stability. You did mention that contribute to the stability and the finance part of it, and the need to mobilize financial resources. So work within your community such that you are able to mobilize this financial resources for developing the countries from international sources and to the community resources, and strengthen the domestic capacities of revenue collection. Brilliant, ma'am. I really took it over. And as you rightly said, charity begins at home. We all should work from our capacity such that we are able to collaborate and contribute to the community for the true citizenship. Thank you so much. That was really fabulous. Thank you. Over to Dr. Mamta. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Because I still feel it was a prayer. I need to say only Amen. Nothing else. Nothing else. With this, I would request. Yes, sir. Vijay
In
sir.
between, Dr. Please search the Diwali celebration video, and after one speaker, you please run that video. Dr. Srividya, can you do this?
For the video, you shared it?
Or
Did you share it? Sir?
I haven't shared you. I want that you please search the video of the Diwali celebration, crackers and all, and then run after the one or two speakers.
Okay.
Or Dr. Mamta, you can search out.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. We will
that-
definitely do it. Kindly share the video in the chat box so that it is easy for either of us to take it up.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay,
Vijay,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you
We'll
so
follow,
much.
sir. So
Yes.
with this,
Yeah.
I would request the next speaker. I could see she has already joined. She is from I Can Spell Academy. Let's welcome Professor Jyotsna Gujral. She's the founder of I Can Spell Academy Expert. She's a clinical psychologist. Ma'am, please, I welcome you on the platform.
Good evening and namaste from India. Greetings,
Welcome,
one and
ma'am.
all. Am I audible, ma'am?
Very clear, ma'am. Welcome
Thank
to the
you, thank you
platform.
so
I'm very happy to
Thank you
see
so
you.
much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Today, my topic would be SDG 16. As a clinical psychologist and an educator, I would like to put my views in front of you, all the eminent personalities. So SDG 16 aims to improve people's lives and reducing violence, improving access to justice, and promoting effective, accountable, and inclusive institutions. As an educator, I would like to emphasize on how schools can foster a more peaceful world. Peace education reveals a complex field that seeks to help schools build communities that foster peacemaking and citizenship, to encourage students to become empathetic, inclusive, critical thinkers who have the skills to live peaceful lives. A successful peace education program focuses on helping children develop the skills they will need to get along with others, solve conflicts in nonviolent ways, contribute positively to their communities, respect intergroup differences, and value diversity. Young children need to learn and practice these skills in relationship to their peers, teachers, and family members. Early childhood interventions have the potential to promote healthy neurobiology, foster resilience in children, and instill values and behaviors that can reduce violence and promote peace. As they grow older, children need opportunities to practice these skills in the context of their broader community and to reflect on their potential global impact. Teachers and school leaders can incorporate peace education into their work, teaching students how to be empathetic, responsible, and active learners and leaders. So, teachers, principals, and staff throughout the building can model kindness and empathy, how to love and care for others through their interactions among each other and with students. Teachers should get to know students individually, appreciating the unique strengths and needs of each student and member of the school community. When students commit an offense, use models of restorative justice to help them understand the effects of their actions and how they can repair any damage done instead of punishing or excluding offenders. Facilitate conversations on what would need to happen to restore balance in the community. The end goal is for children to understand the impact of their actions and to learn to take responsibility for them. Involve student voices in establishing and revising school and class norms. Create classrooms where children are encouraged to share their ideas, share power with students, and give them the space to question authority. Great injustices, inequalities, and atrocities take place when people either are uncritical of authority or aren't given the appropriate space and courage to question and resist. Use experiential learning by arranging lessons so that students learn by doing. Give students assignments that promote creativity and critical thinking. Whenever possible, instead of lecturing material, allow students to grapple with and debate it, to conduct experiments, or to participate in projects. On a micro level, give a voice to the excluded. This means encouraging students who are commonly excluded to speak up in class. On a macro level, this means incorporating into lessons the narratives of people who have been historically discriminated against or excluded. Have students think critically about why the knowledge and experiences of some groups of people are privileged over the knowledge and experiences of others. Emphasize collaboration and teamwork and de-emphasize competition and self-interest. Structure long-term projects that allow children from different social or ethnic groups to work together toward a common goal. Opportunities in which children get to know one another as individuals may help break prejudices and establish caring relationships among members of different groups. Facilitate discussions about divisive civic and ethical issues for children of all ages. These debates teach students not only about viewpoints different from their own, but also that it's okay to disagree with authority figures and peers as long as it's done respectfully and in a safe environment. Integrate service learning with younger students. This can mean identifying and solving problems within their classroom. With older students, it can mean creating service projects that help their school, community, or people across the world. Children need to practice from very early on how to take action to solve the problems in their community to have a positive effect. They don't need to wait until they grow up to change the world. Educating for peace is not just about helping children, and young people develop the attitudes and skills they need to solve their interpersonal conflicts in non-violent ways. It is also about empowering them with the competencies they need to transform entire social structures that systematically serve the interest of some at the expense of the rights and well-being of others, and to prepare them to have a positive and meaningful impact in their communities. I thank Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia and SDG International Education Association for giving me an opportunity to present my views on this wonderful platform among the eminent personalities. Thank you so much and a happy Diwali in advance.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. You have given me enough food. I'm also trying, rather than punishing the student, let's understand the perspective. So you have taken up the very much concern for an educator. When the student is indisciplined or is doing something that is not expected from him as a student. Thank you so much. So I would request you to really take it forward before we start that cracker video as instructed.
Thank you, Jyotsna ma'am. That was wonderful. As you rightfully mentioned, you talked about your highlights pertaining to education sector. Education is the passport to the future. For tomorrow belongs to for those who prepare it today. As you rightly mentioned, that we need to bring in the changes that we wish to see forward, that as on date in implementing them in action. So few things that I had picked up from your conversation, that take genuine interest in what your government is doing, raise awareness in your community about the realities of violence, where it stems up from, where it originates from, with the importance of peaceful and social union justice, and identify that you can pursue with the SDGs in your daily life. In your daily life, in your daily job, in your daily situation. You have really nailed it. That's it's not like you are understanding your responsibilities, and also you are focusing on the rights to deliver it in the right direction. That's really brilliant. And exercise your right to hold the elected officials to account. So appoint exactly the right people in the right place to take it forward. Brilliant, ma'am. Thank you, Jyotsna ma'am. That was really wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Dr. Mamta, I'm going to try playing the video now.
Sure.
By
the time ma'am is saying, ma'am, Jyotsna ma'am, as per your name, Guru Raj. So you are really a guru. You're inspiring me. Thank you so much, ma'am. So nice hearing you. Over to Vijay sir. Vijay sir was saying something.
I am also saying that our university, research startup university, has the slogan right direction and right mentoring.
Yes.
So here also we are mentoring in the right direction with full 100% guaranteed success. We have a very great person also has joined now, Dr. DP Kothari sir. Then also Dr. Sonika, Dr. TPS from GKSS, Smile Lab, Manish Singh Chauhan, and similarly PD Mittal sir, Ritu Garg madam, so those Prakash Avasia ji, so Naren Kumar Sharma ji. So there are so many people who have joined. Dr. Syed Hanifuddin madam. Hanifuddin madam always promote all the events. So Asim Kumar Malik, Embassy Noor Ahmed ji, and there are so many other persons are also So we will give the 1 minute to each after the speaker session is over. And मैं सबकी एक एक मिनट सबसे बात सुनूंगा, तो आप सब जो है हमारे साथ बने रहिए। और आज दिवाली सेलिब्रेशन हम यहाँ से बना के जाएंगे। यहाँ पे जो डीजी सेट डीजी आईजीओ से है, कृपया अपना नाम से ज्वाइन करेंगे तो अच्छा है। मेरे ख्याल से अभी दिख नहीं रहे हैं, तो कोई बात नहीं। ओके, फ्रॉम डीजी ड्यूज से थे कि कहाँ से थे वो पता नहीं। ओके, नाउ स्टार्ट।
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to share the screen and you'll have to tell me whether you're able to see that my screen.
Yes.
Yes.
Voice is not coming.
Voice is not coming.
Yes,
No
video
audio.
voice.
Yeah, it's very feeble. Let me try. It's the maximum
Video.
volume, sir.
No volume.
Video.
This is the maximum
Coming.
volume. The video's maximum volume is being turned on.
But no volume here. So happy Diwali to all of you. Have
Happy
a
Diwali. We all
Happy
can sing
Diwali.
together.
Happy Diwali, sir. Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, all of you.
बहुत बढ़िया है। मतलब ये की आवाज आ रही है, लेकिन हमारे जो ऑडियंस है वहां से इतनी आवाज आ रही है कि कोई जरूरत ही नहीं है। ये एक मन की दिवाली है और यही मेन है, जो आनंद मिलता है वो इसी से मिलता है।
So the sparkling in our eyes is the, I think the Diwali. We could see the smiles on each face. Sri Vidya ma'am, Vijay sir, Guru Raj sir. So all those, in case we can turn on the cameras rather than seeing this light, we have the light in our eyes. Thinking about future, thinking about the word peace, collaborating. No firework can work like the way our eyes can work. The smile can work. Thank you, Vijay sir. Thank you so much. Happy Diwali to all of us. The starting of the celebration. Christmas is approaching. New Year is
Oh, happy
approaching.
Diwali.
Happy
इसी
Diwali.
तरीके से सबका भविष्य जगमगाए, सभी आगे बढ़े। और एसडीजी क्लब इंडिया का जो अब हमारा मिशन है कि राइट डायरेक्शन राइट मेंटरिंग के साथ में हम अगले 25 साल अमृत काल को आगे जिएंगे और इसी तरीके से लोग आगे बढ़ते रहे। हम यही कामना करते हैं। आप सब लोग जो है काफी अच्छा काम करते रहे, स्पार्कलिंग की तरह हमेशा जो है आपका भविष्य उज्जवल रहे। और सी दी स्पार्कल्स एंड ऑल वेरी ब्यूटीफुल।
Thank you, sir.
So you may call upon in case anyone wants to share the wishes. Vijay sir.
Any
The
Diwali
experts are
wishes
there.
anybody would like to contribute?
I could see very senior experts are there in case they can share their wishes. We can be blessed. We will be blessed. Mittal sir, I could see you turn on your camera. PD Mittal sir, welcome sir. Happy Diwali.
Happy
So-
Diwali to all of you.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali to all of you.
Thank you.
Happy
Diwali.
Diwali.
Happy Diwali to all of you. Happy Diwali.
Yes. Should we move ahead, please? With everybody's permission, should we move ahead?
Yes.
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 Right, there we are. Okay, over to Dr. Mamta.
So, ma'am, with your
Dr. Mamta,
permission,
please call the next speaker. Thank you.
so as per
You
the
can
lineup,
invite the next speaker, Dr. Mamta.
actually the speaker is not available. I could see Shabnam Fatima ma'am, but she has not joined. Maybe some reason is there. And Professor Simon Peter, I couldn't find his name. So in case anyone wants to speak, otherwise I would request Sri Vidya ma'am to talk about the complete 17 goal. I'll be sharing my screen so that we can again just have, because
Dr. TPS, please say a few words, 1 minute to each audience. Dr. TPS, sir.
Vijay sir, I'm trying to share my screen with 17 goals. Is it visible, sir?
Yes.
So I could see very senior, I could see with the name Mind Lab. In case, sir, you please share your opinion. You have turned on the camera. I think you're willing.
Yeah. So thank you very much for invitation. I see that great contributors are assembling for the great cause. I'm working in the consciousness science and doing my research for the sustainability, how sustainability goals can be achieved. And Dr. Vijay Bhatkar is also with me for that. And in this research, the main focus is can someone's consciousness bring the leadership consciousness can bring the this SDG possible. So this possible in that timeline, and once it is possible, and we have to retain or maintain or sustain this for the longer life. Now, when we are talking on the 16 and 17 goal, this is talking about the peace here. My understanding on this is peace is only possible when we set our limits, when we set our satisfaction level to the justifying levels. Unless until we are not putting our limits to our expectation, our hunger, our adaptiveness, till that time, it is very tough to get into the peace process. It is a dynamic process. It is not something now I am set in peace and now hence onward I will be always in a peace. You have to set the boundaries when we are progressing or when we are doing the development. So three things, what our ancient science is talking about, Vedic science is talking about on the consciousness, how we can attain the peace. So three factors. These are adaptiveness or accommodativeness, this is kindness and forgiveness. If we practice these three on a leadership level to the and percolate it to the organizational level, we are very much in great control to achieve these goals. Thank you again for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. I could see you have turned on the video, and I really respect on the same lines, on this line only, I wrote a paper about Sattvic leadership. That was related to how we eat. We need to really control our senses. That
Very
sensory pleasure of eating the food. So it's still, it's been presented in 2012 or 13 in a conference. It has not been published, but the whole idea was Indian culture, the food we eat, how we need to control our taste buds. We have pizza, we have burger, and ultimately we are landing into all those issues. So thank you so much. You have given me enough thought that yes, leadership is something related to consciousness. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
So with this, I could see
model.
Prakash. Yes, sir. Thank you. So Prakash, sir, he has already turned on the video. I request, sir, Happy Diwali. Please bless us, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Happy Diwali to all of you. And I think this is a very great this opportunities you are giving for the all of our peoples. And I am Prakash Awasya from Indore, and Mr. Vijay Salvia, he is my friend and college friend. Yeah, in the engineering college. And yeah, so thanks for giving me the opportunity to share something else. And I am in the as an insurance field as well in investment field. So yeah, I think.
Let me. Please, you may continue.
Yeah.
I'll mute.
And I think that if there is a this poverty and sustainability means if people they know, they are aware of the investment, they are aware of the savings, and if they do something means great work for their means I think that कि यदि वे जिसको सेविंग को और अपने जो इन्वेस्टमेंट को और वो एक तरीके से नई क्रिएटिविटी यदि लाएंगे ना, तो वो काफी अच्छी तरीके से ये पॉवर्टी को हम उसको खत्म कर पाएंगे। और अभी जो टाइम है उसमें काफी चीजें ऐसी हो रही है कि लोगों को दे आर वेरी क्रिटिकल चीजें हो रही है इकोनॉमिक्स को लेकर के भी। तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि उनको काफी कुछ लिटरेचर जो आप यहाँ पर जो लिटरेचर आप यहाँ पे रिसर्च पेपर्स और वो बता रहे हैं, तो देट आर वेरी ग्रेट and this give me very much great values to the peoples. So I think I will give a much some new thoughts in the next seminar as well. So thank you very
You're
much.
most welcome, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, ma'am.
Vijay, sir.
Thank you,
please,
Vijay, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Vijay ji.
Akash.
Yeah. Thank you, Vijay ji, and very much a happy Diwali to all of you.
मित्तल सर, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे सर?
हाँ, जरूर
I
बोलेंगे।
can see. बिल्कुल सर, आपकी स्माइल से लग रहा है आप बोलना चाहते हैं, हमें विशेष देना
हाँ,
चाहते हैं।
जरूर। को जब मीटिंग में आए हैं तो भारत माता की जय।
जय
और
माता दी।
जय भारत माता की जय। एसडीजी इंडिया इंटरनेशनल के सानिध्य में आयोजित फाउंडर डॉक्टर विजय कुमार सालवी जी के नेतृत्व में ये जो अमृतकाल विजन और मिशन 2047 का जो आयोजन चल रहा है वो वास्तव में अपने आप एक बहुत अनोखा है। पिछले कुछ महीनों से डॉक्टर साहब ने जो ये अभियान चलाया हुआ है वो वास्तव में बहुत प्रेरणादायक है। और डॉक्टर साहब ने जो विजय प्रकाश जी जो एक प्लेटफॉर्म प्रोवाइड जो किया है वो वास्तव में हर एक व्यक्ति के लिए, हर एक जिज्ञासु जो व्यक्ति हैं इनको कुछ जिंदगी में कुछ करना है, उनके लिए एक राइट डायरेक्शन प्रोवाइड करता है और राइट मेंटोरिंग भी अपने इस प्लेटफॉर्म के माध्यम से वो एवरी फील्ड के अंदर सब कुछ वो प्रोवाइड करते हैं। और बहुत खुशी है कि वो अपने इस अभियान के अंदर बहुत सफल हैं और सफल होना भी निश्चिंत है उनका, क्योंकि आप जैसे इतनी महान विभूति, देश और विदेश की इतनी महान पर्सनैलिटीज उनके साथ इस अभियान में कंधे से कंधा मिलाकर उनके अभियान को सफल बना रहे हैं। डॉक्टर विजय कुमार सालवे जी स्वयं भारत माता अभिनंदन संगठन के अंतर्राष्ट्रीय संयोजक भी हैं। और अच्छी बात लगी कि आज का जो कार्यक्रम है इसके अंदर दीपावली का आपने सेलिब्रेशन भी बनाया, तो निश्चित रूप से एक नई उमंग आ जाती है। और दीपावली का त्योहार हम क्यों बनाते हैं? सही बात तो ये है कि उस दिन यही बोला जाता है कि राम राजा हो गए, राम राजा हो गए, घर घर बधाई बज रही। तो एक खुशी का त्योहार है और हिंदुस्तान का हर एक व्यक्ति बहुत खुशी से इस दिन को मनाता है। आपको हमें बहुत खुशी से मनाना भी चाहिए और जितना ज्यादा हो सके अब लोगों को ये अवेयर भी करना चाहिए कि आखिर दीपावली का त्योहार बनाया क्यों जाता है। तो आज के कार्यक्रम के लिए बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई। और इसके साथ साथ मैं एक निवेदन और करूंगा कि आप सब लोग अपने अपने फील्ड के अंदर बहुत महान हस्ती हैं, तो डॉक्टर विजय कुमार सालवी जी से निवेदन करूंगा कि आप सभी लोगों को भारत माता अभिनंदन सम्मान से सम्मानित किया जाए। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई, धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू सर,
भारत
हैप्पी दिवाली।
जय। आपका आशीर्वाद बना रहे, सब लोग एक दूसरे जुड़े रहे और ये दिवाली कुछ नए और हम लोग कुछ इस अमृत काल में और नए विजन मिशन के साथ आए। आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक यू जी। नेक्स्ट बुलाइए, नेक्स्ट।
Sir, I would request Sri Vidya ma'am to conclude because the last in the series, how she can spend 3 to 5 minutes to talk about that how all 17 goals are interlinked, because ours is the series. So today is the last session for the series.
अभी जीकेएसएस से है, जीकेएसएस जीके ट्रिपल एस से बुलाए। जीके ट्रिपल एस पे कोई है? जीके ट्रिपल एस डॉक्टर सोनिका, आसिम कुमार मलिक जी, एम्बेसी नूर अहमद जी, और भी कोई कुछ कहना चाहते तो बोलिए। जीएत क्रिश्चियन मैडम, नरेंद्र कुमार शर्मा जी।
Yes, my dear honorable brother, I'm Ambassador Noor Ahmed. I would like to share, I'm not going to focus or share so many words because I have already heard so many beautiful words from the different international leaders. And so they have truly articulated such a great way that how can we achieve goal by 2030 by ensuring this way. So yes, of course, all the SDGs are interconnected to each other. But if you focus on SDGs 16 and 17, these are also connected, each of every SDGs. So if we really consider the sustainable policy, sustainable law, sustainable peacemaking strategies, so I do believe that we will definitely achieve the goal by 2030. And absolutely, like SDG 16, 17 focus, making the partnership. So yes, that what is required right now, and that what is going on right now. See, in this conference, the lot of excellency join, even they are from different organizations, they have working in different organization, even they represent some different organization. This is how, from this event, we have connected each other. This is also one steps of to achieve the SDG 17. And I do believe that if we keep continue like this, if we will able to achieve our targets, indicators by 2030. So yes, of course, thank you so much for giving me the floor, and thank you so much, and congratulations to all the speakers for your beautiful words. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Noor Ahmed, my brother. So now I will request GK.
Dr.
Yes, sir.
Arifuddin, Dr. Syed Arifuddin.
Sir, I think with the name GK Triple S, sir has already turned on the video. I would request to unmute GK Triple S. Please introduce yourself, sir. Please bless us, sir. Happy Diwali.
GK
Sir,
Triple S.
You need to unmute, sir.
Dr. Swarika, Asim Kumar Malik ji, Dr. Syed F. Harifuddin ji, Ben Manish Singh Chauhan ji, Syed Kumar Sharma ji, Puram Goti
विजय
मैडम,
भाई नमस्कार. विजय भाई सोनिका.
आप ऑडिबल है.
वीडियो शो नहीं हो रहा है अपना.
हाँ, मैंने वीडियो शो नहीं किया, वो बैटरी कम है ना, इस वजह से.
वेलकम मैम.
ओके, थैंक यू.
एक मिनट बोलिए कुछ.
जी, आप सभी को शुभ दिवस. आप सभी को शुभ दिवस. रोशनी का ये पर्व हम सभी को के जीवन को प्रकाशित करे, इन्हीं शुभकामनाओं के लिए मैंने अपना माइक ऑन किया था, और आपको धन्यवाद के लिए माइक ऑन किया था कि आपने इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म दिया हमें, जहां हम हर मीटिंग में एक से बढ़कर एक विद्वजनों को सुनते हैं और उनके प्रयासों को देखते हैं और खुद को मोटिवेटेड फील करते हैं. थैंक यू.
Thank you, Sonika ma'am. Thank you so much. Once again, all the guests are here. So we are left with 4 more minutes to go. In case anyone wants to share their opinion about today's agenda or Diwali or share the wishes, they're most welcome.
Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia was calling Dr. Syed Hanifuddin.
Yes, I am calling, but she is not responding. Poonam Goti madam.
सर नमस्ते. आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी?
Thank you so much, Narendra Kumar sir. You can continue. Thank you so much. Welcome to the show. Please continue, sir.
मैं सबसे पहले तो मेरे अग्रज जी आदरणीय विजय कुमार सालविया जी को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं कि मुझे इस गुणी जनों के बीच में और विद्वत जनों के बीच में मुझे भी मौका दिया और मुझे इस सम्मान का पात्र बनाया मुझे. और जैसे मैंने देखा था कि जो एसजीटी का जो 16वां पॉइंट है, कह रहा था हिंसा का और आत्मनिर्भर और अत्याचार के ऊपर, तो ये सब अगर रोकना हो ना तो अपने घर से ही प्रारंभ करना चाहिए, क्योंकि हम अपने घरों में, मैं देखता हूं कई बार कि हम पूरे मैं तो घूमते रहता हूं, तो रास्ते में कभी मैं 2 व्हीलर पे जाता हूं अपने घर से विद्यालय तक, तो देखता हूं कि ऐसे ही कूड़ा फेंक के चला जाता है और साथ में पीछे ही हमारे ही बच्चे बैठे हुए रहते हैं, स्कूल के बच्चे ही बैठे हुए रहते हैं और उनके पेरेंट वहां कचरा फेंक के चले जाते हैं. तो कई बार मैंने रास्तों में रोककर उनको बताया कि हम एक जगह स्वच्छ भारत अभियान चला रहे हैं और वही बच्चे हैं जो विद्यालय में सफाई करते हैं स्वच्छ भारत अभियान के दिन, और वही बच्चे हैं कि अपने समाज के अंदर, अपने अपार्टमेंट के अंदर सफाई का अभियान करा के बड़े बड़े पिक्चर लगवा के टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया में वहां यहाँ छपवाते हैं, और वही बच्चे बाद में वो भूल जाते हैं कि हम भी इस भारत के हैं और हमें वो सफाई रखनी है जिससे हम स्वच्छ रहें, हम आरोग्यवान रहें. तो वही बच्चे अपने माता पिता के साथ में जब जाते हैं अपने विद्यालय की ओर, तो रोड में फेंका जाता है। तो मैंने रोक के पूछा, तो सर आपने ये ऐसे क्यों फेंका है? तो बोले सर दूसरों ने फेंका है इसलिए हमने भी फेंका है। मैं बोला कहीं पर भी नगर पालिका, सिटी कॉर्पोरेशन हो, यहाँ पर कहीं बोर्ड नहीं लगाया कि आप यहाँ पर कचरा डाल सकते हैं। तो ये हमें अपने ही घर से ही प्रारंभ होना चाहिए। बच्चा अगर फेंक रहा है, या बच्चे को कहना चाहिए अपने पिता को, नहीं नहीं हमारे विद्यालयों में सिखाया गया है तो ऐसे हमें कचरा नहीं फेंकना है। एक वो कारण। दूसरा है कि हम हिंसा के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बहुत सारे चैनलों में आजकल दिखाई दे रहा है हिंसा। उसकी भी जिम्मेदारी अपनी संस्कृति है, अपना धर्म है। वो हमें बच्चों को सही ढंग से अगर सिखाया जाए कि जिस संस्कृति में हम पल रहे हैं, जिस हम राम की बात कर रहे हैं, हम जीसस की बात कर रहे हैं, या और भी भगवान की बात होती है, तो कहीं पर ऐसा नहीं लिखा हुआ कि हमें हिंसा करनी है। और हिंसा करने के बाद में उसका परिणाम क्या होता है हम बच्चों को अवगत नहीं करवाते जब वो छोटे होते हैं। और हालांकि तो ऐसे ऐसे हम कई देखते हैं पेरेंट का, अगर किसी बच्चे को मार देते हैं कक्षा में, और पेरेंट को हम बुला के बात करते हैं, तो बोलते हैं सर हमारा बच्चा तो बहुत अच्छा है। यानी कि पेरेंट खुद अपने बच्चे की गलती मानने के लिए तैयार नहीं है। अगर पेरेंट मान जाए और उस बच्चे को समझा दे कि नहीं ये अपने इसमें नहीं है, हमें हिंसा नहीं करनी है, अगर हिंसा करते तो उसका क्या परिणाम होता है, तो ये हम बच्चों को नहीं सिखा रहे हैं। जब तक हम बच्चों को नहीं सिखा रहे हैं, बच्चों को इसे अवगत नहीं कराएंगे, तो ये रोक नहीं पाएंगे हम। और आजकल तो ट्रैफिक में भी देखते हैं कि अंधाधुंध गाड़ियां चलाते हैं, बिना हेलमेट के चलाते हैं। अभिभावक खुद चलाएंगे तो बच्चे तो चलाएंगे ही। ये है। और दूसरा है, मैं तीसरा गोल देखा था एसडीजी का आरोग्य के ऊपर, तो इसके ऊपर मैं बहुत काम कर रहा हूँ। कोरोना के समय में मैंने खुद ने एक लायंस क्लब है यहाँ पर, अपने लायन क्लब में एक सेमिनार में मुझे बुलाया गया था, मैं भी वहां गया था।
Sorry, Sharma sir, Narendra Sharma sir. Dr. Saida is there. Yes, sir. After you, Dr. Saida is already there. She was actually called also. Faniuddin. In case you can wind up in next 1 minute so that I can request Saida ma'am.
एक ही मिनट में मैं कर देता हूँ।
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
तो
you.
वहां पर आजकल 2-3 पेपरों में, या 6 महीने के पहले हमने टीवी में भी देखा था कि एक बच्चे का एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है। वो बच्चा 8 साल का होता है और उसकी ब्रेन हैमरेज हो जाती है, ब्रेन डेड हो जाती है। तो उसके पिता, जो हम पुराने दची जी की बात करते हैं, ऋषि की, जो अपने हड्डियों को दान दे दी थी, अपना जीवन ही दान में दे दिया था राक्षस को मारने के लिए, तो वो आज दोहराया जा रहा फिर से। कैसे दोहरा रहे हैं कि जब जिंदा हैं तो अपने ऑर्गन्स को प्लेज कर सकते हैं, जैसे ही मरने के बाद में वो हम अगर मेडिकल उस ऑर्गन सोसाइटी को बताएं तो वो खुद आके अपने ऑर्गन्स लेके जाते हैं, जिससे 8 से 9 लोगों की हम जिंदगी बचा सकते हैं। जैसे किडनी हो, लिवर हो, हार्ट हो, आंखें हो। तो ये अगर हम अभी प्लेज करें तो वो आगे आने वाले अगर कोई जरूरतमंद हो तो उसे हम अपना जीवन उनको दे सकते हैं। अब वो उस बच्ची के माता पिता ने तुरंत, उन्होंने ऑर्गन इंडिया वालों को फोन किया, तुरंत वो आए और उस बच्ची के कारण आज 8 लोग जिंदा है। तो ये बहुत बड़ा काम भारत में हो रहा है और मैं भी कर रहा हूं। मैंने खुद ने इस ऑर्गन डोनेट कैंपेनिंग में मैंने खुद ने भाग लिया है और मैंने 10 लोगों को ये प्लेज करवाया है। और साथ में अभी कैंसर का होता है तो बच्चे जो छोटे होते हैं उनको अगर कैंसर हो और उनके बाल जट जाते हैं तो वो बच्चे स्कूल जाने से कतराते हैं कि कहीं मेरा अपमान ना कर दे, इंसल्ट ना कर दें। तो उसी के लिए भी जो बाल है वो भी डोनेट कर सकते हैं ताकि हमारे आधे बाल ग्रो कर रहे हैं। आज बेंगलोर में देखा है मैंने कि बहुत सारे बाल बढ़ाते हैं ताकि वो कटवा के उस बच्चे को दें या उस रोगी को दे जिसे कैंसर हुआ है, तो दवाइयों में वो जड़ते हैं। इससे क्या होगा कि एक भारत खुश भी रहेगा, भारत स्वाभिमान बनेगा, भारत स्वस्थ रहेगा। तो इसी के साथ 1, 2, 3 दीपावली के उपलक्ष्य में एक कविता है। कविता लिखी तो मैंने नहीं है, लेकिन अच्छी कविता है, मैं आपको सुना के मेरे वाणी पर विराम देता हूं। जब प्रेम से मित्र बुलाते हो, दुश्मन भी गले लगाते हो, जब कहीं किसी से वैर न हो, सब अपने हो कोई गैर न हो, अपनत्व की आभा होती है उस रोज दीपावली होती है। अपनत्व की आभा जिस दिन होती है, जब उस दिन रोज दीपावली होती है। तो इसी के साथ
थैंक यू सो मच
सबको दीपावली का हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं, और आगे आने वाले भविष्य में आप सबका जीवन उज्जवल हो, दीपमय हो, प्रकाशमय हो, स्वस्थ रहे। इसी कामनाओं के साथ मैं अपने वाणी को विराम देता हूं।
धन्यवाद सर। ओवर टू श्री विद्या मैम।
थैंक यू। दीपावली की बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। इन शुभ आशीष वचनों से हम बहुत धन्य हुए हैं। और आप सर नेक्स्ट प्रोग्राम में बिल्कुल एज ए स्पीकर आइए। हमारे यहाँ तो निकलता ही रहता है इंफॉर्मेशन की, एज ए स्पीकर जो भी आना चाहे तो वो पहले से अपना नाम दे, तो क्या है कि हम स्लॉट बुक कर लेते हैं, फिर उस हिसाब से टाइम दिया जाता है। तो बहुत धन्यवाद, और आप आगे से इस तरह रहे। और
सर मैं भी जुड़े रहूंगा और दूसरों को भी जोड़ूंगा सर।
हाँ, आप बताएं कि किस फील्ड में हम क्या क्या कर सकते हैं, तो बिल्कुल हम कंटिन्यूस करेंगे हर चीज को। आप अपने बताएं कि इस विषय पे हमें बोलना है और भी लोगों को लाना है, तो बिल्कुल हम करेंगे इसमें। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर आपका भी।
और भी अगर कोई है तो बताएं। और गीता पांडे जी हमारे साथ जुड़ी है, आपका स्वागत है। गीता पांडे जी
नमस्ते सर। नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते
सर, कैसे आप लोग सब?
बढ़िया बढ़िया। आज आपको जो है, आज आपसे मिलने का मौका मिला है, रूबरू होने का। गीता पांडे मैडम जी काफी चर्चित शख्सियत है, और बहुत इनके बारे में क्या कहूँ, ये आप जो है कभी एज ए स्पीकर आए तो फिर लोगों को पता लगे कि आप क्या है। आप बताएं, 1 मिनट में अपनी बात कीजिए।
जी सर, मैं रेल सेवा से नियुक्त हूँ और विधवा महिलाओं के लिए मैं ज्यादा काम करती हूँ। यहाँ में सेवानिवृत्त होने के बाद मुझे लाडो अभियान की ब्रांड एम्बेसडर बनाया, स्वच्छ भारत अभियान की, और मैं लावारिस लाशों का अंतिम संस्कार करती हूँ सर। निःशुल्क सेवा देती हूँ मैं बच्चों को। आदिवासी क्षेत्र में मैं कार्य करती हूँ सर। आप लोगों के साथ रहकर मुझे बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलेगा, आप लोगों की प्रेरणा मिलेगी, तो और काम में मुझे अच्छा प्रेरणा लेकर मैं अच्छे और कार्य करूंगी। आपसे मिलकर मैंने
Thank you so much for joining and blessing us. Thank you so much. We are blessed to have an eminent speaker like you, Geeta ma'am. Thank you.
नमस्ते मैडम। थैंक यू सो मच मैडम।
हैप्पी दिवाली गीता मैम।
आपको, आप सभी को मेरे तरफ से दीपावली की बहुत बहुत शुभकामना। आप लोग सब स्वस्थ रहे, खुशियों भरा त्योहार मनाए सभी परिवार।
Thank you. So last minute entry with the blessing, Vijay sir. We have already crossed 6 minutes over 8 o'clock. If you allow us, so Vidya ma'am, and we can wind up for the day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vijay sir.
Thank you, Mrs. Geeta Pandey. Thank you. It's a great pleasure having you on the show. We have Dr. Suraya Banu, who is one of our speakers. Professor Dr. Suraya Banu, can you please unmute yourself? Professor Dr. Suraya Banu.
उन्होंने कह दिया, she was the speaker, so she has completed their speaking.
Do we have Shabnam Fatima, Mrs. Shabnam Fatima?
Anyone left who doesn't speak? जिन्होंने अभी तक कुछ कहा नहीं है, वो कुछ कह सकते हैं। Then we will conclude.
मुझे एक बात कहनी है
जी।
मुझे एक बात कहनी है।
आप बोलिए सर, बोलिए, जल्दी बोलिए।
एक बार अभी नरेंद्र भाई साहब ने बताया कि हिंसा के लिए हमारा धर्म और कल्चर दोषी है, तो मेरे हिसाब किताब से ये रॉन्ग स्टेटमेंट दिया गया है।
Thank you sir, thank you so much.
सर मैंने दोषी करके नहीं कहा है, हमें अपनी संस्कृति और कल्चर उनको सिखाना चाहिए। मैंने दोषी कभी नहीं कहा क्योंकि मैं खुद हिंदू धर्म मानता हूँ।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir.
वो हमें संस्कृति बच्चों को अगर सिखाएं कि हमारे
हम अपनी-
धर्म में ये नहीं कहा गया कि आपको अहिंसा करनी है, हिंसा करनी है।
ठीक है,
हिंसा के मार्ग पे हमें नहीं जाना, हमें अहिंसा का मार्ग अपनाना है, गांधी जी वाला मार्ग अपनाना है, तभी हम
सिर्फ
राम
बच्चों
राज्य की
को-
स्थापना कर सकते हैं।
Yeah,
उसको सिर्फ बच्चों तक लिमिट ना
Manish,
रखे, इसको सिर्फ बच्चों को लिमिट ना रखे, इसको हर लीडरशिप को।
thank you, sir. Thank you, Professor P.D. Mittal ji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you, Narendra Kumar ji. Mr. Man Singh Chauhan. Man Singh Chauhan ji, would you like to say something? He had unmuted himself. Mr. Asim Kumar Malik.
Yes, this is Manish Singh Chauhan.
Yes, sir. Please carry on. Thank you so much. Sir, you have got 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Thank you.
I am working in a human rights as a national president from last 30 years. And मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि यदि 2 मिनट धर्म की बात हुई तो मेरा ऐसा मानना है इंसानियत से बड़ा कोई धर्म नहीं है। और इंसानियत को धर्म फॉलो करके अगर हम काम करते हैं तो बहुत सारे मुद्दे जो अभी चल रहे हैं, आप हाल ही में आप देख रहे हैं, और जो हिंसा क्राइम हो रही है वो धर्मों को लेके ही हो रही है। और वैसा मेरा बेसिकली सब्जेक्ट डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस एंड चाइल्ड अब्यूशन है। उसके अलावा मैं CSR और ट्रेड प्रॉफिट का भी कंसल्टेंट हूँ। तो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि हिंसा और जो डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस अभी जो घर घर में हो रहा है, फाइनेंशियल टॉपिक हो, स्ट्रेस हो, जो भी लोग परेशान हो रहे हैं, और ऊपर से ये जो धर्म के मामले होते हैं इसके वजह से भी सार्वजनिक क्राइम हो रहे हैं, हम देख रहे हैं देश में। तो हम सबने सबसे बड़ी चीज ये ध्यान में रखनी चाहिए कि इंसानियत से बड़ा कोई धर्म नहीं होता है। इसलिए इंसानियत को धर्म फॉलो करके अगर हम काम करते हैं तो मेरे हिसाब से बहुत कुछ क्राइम वैसे ही कंट्रोल हो जाएगा। और जहां तक सवाल आ गया अपने धर्म का, तो अपने अपने धर्मों की इज्जत करो और दूसरे के भी धर्मों की इज्जत करनी चाहिए। हम एक में का आदर सत्कार करिए और ह्यूमन राइट्स को फॉलो करिए। हर जगह जो मानवाधिकार के हनन हो रहे हैं वो होना बंद हो जाएंगे। तो अभी तो मैं इतना ही बोलना चाहूंगा क्योंकि समय सारणी है, तो अभी ज्यादा बोलना ठीक नहीं है, फिर अभी कभी और मौका लगेगा तो बोलेंगे। थैंक यू एवरीवन एंड हैप्पी दिवाली।
Thank you.
Thank you,
Manish
sir. Happy
Chauhan
Diwali.
ji. Yes,
Ji.
Dr. Mamta, should we?
Thank you. So we
Thank
are
you,
happy
madam.
to have so many people blessing us, sharing their opinion and wishing each other. So the purpose, I think
Thank
Vijay
you,
sir gave the platform. We have met the purpose, so we can close. Srividya ma'am.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mamta. Thanks all eminent personalities who shared the platform with us today. As Chauhan ji mentioned, definitely the SDG goals, the 17 SDG goals are linked to the 10 principles of United Nations Global Compact. It talks about human rights. Yes, sir, you're very true. It talks about human rights. It talks about labor. It talks about environment. It talks about anti-corruption. And as you rightly mentioned, it is based on 10 principal linkages that talks about support and respect the protection of internationally proclaimed human rights. As you rightly mentioned, the domestic violence, it involves that. And not to be a complicit of the human right abuses, yes, definitely will take care of the gender equality, SDG as well. Upload the freedom of association and effective recognition and the right of collective bargaining. And support the elimination of all forms of forced and compulsory labor and violence. Support effective abolition of child labor. Very true. As we are addressing these issues over here, and you rightly mentioned that these are the things that we should focus on. Yes, we do focus on these things. Support the elimination of discrimination in terms of respect and employment and operation. Support precautionary approach to the environmental challenges that we face. Undertake initiatives to promote greater and environmental responsibility. Encourage the development of land and diffusion of environmental friendly technologies. Work against the corruption. Work against corruption in all forms, including extortion and bribery. Definitely, we should take care of it. Why do we need to do that? We have 4 charter pillars with 16 principles. Respect and with the one motto of the denominations which go as respect and care for the community of life. respect Earth and its life in all adversities, care for the community of life with the understanding and compassion and love, build democratic societies that are just, participatory, sustainable, and peaceful, to secure our Earth's bounty and beauty for the present and for future generations. And with ecological integrity, protect and restore the integrity of Earth's ecological system with special concern of diversity and natural processes and useful uses of the resources involved to develop sustainability. Prevent harm and best method of environmental protection where knowledge as a precautionary approach. Adopt patterns of production and consumption and reproduction of safeguarding Earth in all its capacities of resources, human rights, community, and well-being. Advance the study of ecological sustainability and promote the open exchange of the knowledge required. So if we do all these things, we will be able to achieve our goal of sustainability over there with all the right thoughts in the right direction, with the right mentoring, with the right people around. Thank you so much. I would like to conclude it with a small word, means it's a poem in terms of gratitude for all being here. I owe my sincere gratitude to everybody. Whatever be the depth of woe, along the path we must go, together in thought with unison, we sing the song of gratitude, this song of gratitude for all the love that is lavished upon us. We will cherish this treasure trove of genuine love that is being untold on many occasions. We have treasured it with us all for the gifts of good, for the blessings of God that will come in pathway. Let us together sing this song of gratitude in unison. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, in gratitude, it's Srividya and the whole team of SDG Club India International signing off. Thank you so much and happy Diwali to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Happy Diwali to all of you. Deepavali की बहुत शुभकामनाएं.
Thank you, Vijay
Dr.
sir.
Surya
Happy Diwali.
सर मैं दिवाली की शुभकामनाएं देना
Happy
चाहती हूँ.
Diwali.
दो लाइन से
to everyone.
दीप जले उम्मीदों के, रोशन हर काली रात हो, दिल में दबी हर ख्वाहिश आज आजाद हो, कष्ट मिटे जीवन के हर खुशी आबाद हो, सुख संपदा घर में बस जाए, खुदा का ऐसा आशीर्वाद हो.
बधाई हो दिवाली की.
बधाई. बहुत अच्छी कविता पढ़ी.
Thank you.
Thank you.
सुधीर जैन साहब अभी ज्वाइन हुए. सुधीर जैन साहब आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? भाई प्रोग्राम इज एंडिंग नाउ. क्रिस्प है सुधीर जैन. क्रिस्प आपको पता होगा, क्रिस्प जो कि काफी वेल रेप्यूटेड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है. सुधीर जैन सर.
He is connecting to audio, sir. We need to wait.
Sir.
Showing is still connecting to audio.
Hello. सर. हेलो सर.
हाँ
सर मैंने घरेलू हिंसा पे जो प्रोजेक्ट था ना सर, सर मैंने घरेलू हिंसा पे फार्म भरी थी सर महिलाओं से. हेलो.
हाँ क्या आवाज आ रही है?
वुमेन्स राइट की तरफ से जो प्रोजेक्ट आया था ना घरेलू हिंसा, सर मैंने घर घर जाके कोने कोने में जाके फार्म भराई थी. तो उसका मतलब कुछ न कुछ तो ये होना चाहिए. ये लंदन का था सर, मेरा सर्टिफिकेट पे नाम भी आया. मैंने 10,000 फार्म भरी सर ऑल ओवर इंडिया से.
मैडम आप कभी स्पीकर पे आए? हमारे काफी कुछ निकलते रहते हैं अलग अलग सेशन टीम्स पे. आप मुझे बताएं तो फिर हम बिल्कुल आपके लिए करेंगे.
जरूर आऊंगी सर, मैं जरूर आऊंगी.
सुधीर जैन सर आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? Sudhir Jain sir, crisp say.
Mr. Sudhir Jain, we are waiting for you, waiting to hear from you, Mr. Sudhir Jain. Would you like to contribute?
चलिए थैंक यू. सो अब मैं आखिर में यही कहना चाहूंगा कि हमारे एसडी समिट पे आप सबने सहयोग दिया, इसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. शुरू से काफी लोग जुड़े हुए थे, कोर कमेटी भी बनी और फिर बहुत सारे लोग अब एक्टिवनेस पे रहे. तो आखिरी में आज के वैलिडेटरी फंक्शन में हम यही कहेंगे कि शुरू से लेके आखिरी तक जिन्होंने साथ दिया है, हमेशा काम किया है, उसमें पूनम गोथी मैडम है, जो कि विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू आवर एज अ एम्बेसडर को काम करती रही है, और डॉक्टर श्री विद्या सुकुमार जी जो कि पहले से लेकर अभी तक हमारे साथ बनी हुई है, उन्होंने ये हमारे इसे कहते थे कि जब सीरीज चलती है तो मैन ऑफ द मैच या किसको हम जो है जो मैन ऑफ द सीरीज और मैन ऑफ द मैच और इस तरह की जो अलग अलग डेजिग्नेशन अलग अलग अवार्ड्स दिए जाते हैं, तो इसमें एक तो हमारे साथ पीडी मित्तल साहब शुरू से जुड़े हुए हैं, वो बीच बीच में हमेशा आते रहे हैं, आशीर्वाद देते रहे हैं, और पूरब गोथी मैडम आज कुछ कह नहीं पा रही है, लेकिन पूरब गोथी मैडम से भी हम कुछ सुनना चाहते थे, और इसके अलावा काफी लोग बीच में हमारे साथ काम किए हैं, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आज के अब एसडी समिट का हम सेकंड पार्ट फिर लेके आएंगे, इंटरनेशनल अवार्ड सेरेमनी भी लेके आएंगे, और किस तरीके से हम आगे काम कर सकते हैं आप लोग भी हमें बताएं, और इसके साथ ही हम आप सबको दीपावली की शुभकामनाएं देते हैं। हैप्पी दिवाली टू ऑल ऑफ यू। एंड डॉक्टर सैयद हरीफुद्दीन मैडम जो कि हमेशा मीडिया प्रमोशन में रही है, उन्होंने भी अच्छा साथ दिया है, तो थैंक यू ऑल ऑफ यू। आप सब हमेशा जुड़े रहे, हमेशा हमारे साथ काम करते रहे। दीपावली इस दिवाली के बाद सबका जो है जीवन खुशनुमा हो जाए, और प्रॉस्पेरिटी वेलफेयर विद ऑल वी blessings from us to all of you, and सभी लोग इसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ते रहे। Thank you very much. Thank you. Happy Diwali to all of you.
Thank you. So you want me to play the video? We have Professor Simon joined in there.
Okay, Dr. Simon, please complete
Dr.
your.
Simon.
If you want to say, तो एक मिनट में आप अपनी बात कीजिए।
Yes. Professor Simon, welcome to the show. Would you like to say a few words to us?
Dr.
Yes,
Simon,
thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Please carry on, sir.
So sorry. I've been on the road since, so I just came in. So sorry.
Lovely.
Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I appreciate the little period given unto me to be able to say something. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Vijay and all the team of SDG Club India. I appreciate everything you have been doing. We shall continue to succeed in this journey together by the special grace of God. As you know, today is about SDG 16, 17, and especially the 17 partnership goal. I know that we need to partner, and that is part of what we are doing. We partner from one country to another, from one organization to another, in order to achieve a common goal together. So SDG Club itself is the practical implementation of SDG Goal 17, because we have different teams across the world partnering together to ensure we achieve the SDG goal. So partnering for the goal is very, very essential. Without it, we may not meet up with all these things. And there are many involved in partnership for the goal. We need to learn culture of one another. We need to understand one another. We need to be able to adapt to different countries' STEM. And if we can do all this, then achievement across the world. There are some things that a country alone cannot undo. We partner together from one country to another, and not only country, inter-organizational partnership too is also involved. So when we partner together, some organizations, they may have the knowledge, and some may have to fund the knowledge. So when we can do everything together, then we'll be able to achieve a common goal. To save our time, this way I'm going to stop there. Thank you very much for the lead time to me. I really appreciate.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Simon. It was wonderful.
She's
not able to unmute herself. Poonam Gothi ma'am.
आधा मिनट मिलेगा मेरे को?
Yeah. Poonam Gothi ma'am is not able to unmute herself. So that's why she is not able to contribute. We understand, Poonam Gothi ma'am, sorry. And then
sir क्या कह रहे हैं बताइए जल्दी।
आधा मिनट के लिए बताना चाहूंगा, एक मेरा नर्म निवेदन है आप सबसे कि दीपावली तक हर एक व्यक्ति से नर्म निवेदन है कि वो अपने आसपास के जो दुकानदार होते हैं उनसे ही खरीदारी करें, क्योंकि उन ऑनलाइन खरीदारी बिल्कुल ना करें, क्योंकि हमारे आस पड़ोस के जो दुकानदार हैं उनका पूरा साल का बजट आने वाले 15-20 दिन की दिवाली पे डिपेंड करता है। उनको अपने बच्चों की पढ़ाई के लिए पैसे का जुगाड़ करना है, अपनी लड़की की शादी करनी है, कई तरह के खर्चे होते हैं। तो बेशक 2% 5% रेट महंगा हो, एक नर्म निवेदन है कि आपके आसपास के जो भी एनवायरनमेंट में दुकानदार हैं, आप उनसे ही ज्यादातर माल खरीदेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
धन्यवाद। Okay, madam, now you play the video and we will leave.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Thank you. And happy Diwali once again to all. Until we meet again, it's STG Club India International signing off. Only until we meet again. Definitely we are going to meet again on the same platform for major projects with our vision. Thank you. Thank you so much. And big thanks to whom? The boss of the day, Dr. Mamta, as usual, who has taken it forward on a very sweet note. Thank you so much with her ravishing smile always. Thank you so much, Dr. Mamta. Thank you so much. Thank you to one and all, and big thanks to we all owe a big thanks to Dr. Vijay Kumar Salvia, sir. Thank you once again. In that note, I'm going to share my screen to share the video. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks again.